One time for Trish sending this video in, you have rapper Erica Banks out here throwing her cheeks in a circle in front of a little football team at a high school pep rally. The school was Frederick Douglass High School in Atlanta, and this is what I'm talking about. These thought pockets crapping on the black community in our history. Kids used to be proud to attend a school with the name Frederick Douglass on it. That meant something because he stood for black excellence, and this isn't it. This right here is trash. No debate about it. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click that notification bell for all updates. If you're new to the channel, include new subscriber in your comment below, and I'm going to try my best to respond to all of you. Now, who is Erica Banks? It says Erica Banks is a Canadian-American rapper born and raised in DeSoto, Texas. Following the release of her first 3 mixtapes, she signed to 1501 Certified Entertainment, who released her self-titled mixtape in June 2020. It spawned her first charting single, Buss'd, which went viral on TikTok. So Buss'd, that's that song you heard all over TikTok and IG. You had all these women doing that challenge about 2 years ago. That's what really blew this woman up, which was the second female artist to take off under the 1501 imprint, owned by former professional baseball player Carl Crawford. The first female to blow up on this label was Meg Thee Stallion, but they've been going back and forth ever since, because after Carl invested into Meg Thee Stallion, she basically switched up once she got connected to a major. Tried to cut Carl out, but she couldn't because she was already under contract with him. So they've been in court ever since. That's a whole different story. If y'all want a case study on that one day, let me know. But back to Erica. Erica is 23 years old, soon to be 24, and old enough to know that she is out of order. This grown woman, she don't have any business doing this. One, she's at a school. This school should have given her parameters as well, like no cursing, censor the language, and tell her to restrict her clothing and dance moves to make sure that it's more age appropriate for the audience. And honestly, I don't think she should have been there at all. They should have found another artist to come there. If I was the principal of that school, there's no way I would approve these Magic City rappers anywhere near my girls and boys. I certainly don't want my girls seeing them either, thinking that this is the type of woman deserving of attention. It's a horrible message. And then 2, did the parents of the school approve this? Do they want their kids to see this? We already know if this had been a man throwing himself in front of girls that's 14, 15, 16, we already know where he would be. Those people would have been at his door picking him up, rightfully so, just like they need to be at this woman's door picking her up. If you didn't know, former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, she went to this high school along with Dr. Martin Luther King's daughter, Bernice King. Rapper Killer Mike always talked about the pride that he had going to school with Frederick Douglass's name on it. Yeah, he went to this school too, as well as T.I., who was defending this crap.
And then they wasn't even grinding up on it, she wasn't dancing on them. You know what I mean? That's it. They said pep rally for to motivate students to go to school, man. Man, I've been to school. If that was happening, I'd have been to school.
Worried about these grown men twerking in front of little girls.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I must say, I'm very disappointed in T.I.'s response. We all know if a 24-year-old man was at his daughter's Deja High School when she was in school, T.I. will be leading marches around downtown Atlanta calling for that man's prosecution. Talking about the pep rally is to motivate the kids to go to school. The pep rally is supposed to hype the school up for the upcoming game. And then T.I.'s talking about if Erica Banks was at his school, he would have stayed in school. Well, T.I., she wasn't there when you went there, but she was at your school popping her thought pocket for all the boys. No way, we do not need any Magic City dancers to motivate kids to stay in school. That makes no sense. And then what about the girls at the school? Why would they be motivated to stay in school if you're bringing those thought pockets around there? Don't you realize it could motivate the young females to be thought pockets too? And then one man in the background talking about, yeah, they need to worry about the men at the school. Totally trying to take responsibility off the woman. But you did have one man in the background, the only one with sense there. He was like, what's the difference between a man and a woman doing it? Basically saying it's both wrong. Like, I don't know what T.I. was talking about. If that was happening at his daughter's school, he'll be up there expeditiously, rightfully so. But T.I., you gotta hold these women to the same standards and professionalism that these people expect for you to be held to. This is just unacceptable, and it's causing a debate around social media. This woman here says, I can't even defend this one. Another woman says, y'all gonna find a way to justify this, so... And she was absolutely right, because that's exactly what everyone did. This one right here is saying, I mean, what y'all want her to do? Two-step? If the school wanted a nun performance, they would have hired a nun. They know her lyrics. And that's your modern Western woman for you, as if there's no other way to entertain an audience but to turn around and start popping your thought pocket. Like, what's wrong with these people? This moron right here, he's talking about them kids ain't complaining. And then here's another woman saying she ain't doing nothing them teens ain't seen, and none of them got near her, so let her live and let them boys have something to always remember. Just ignorant. And then this one right here is up here talking about people's aunties and mamas and stuff popping their thought pockets in front of their kids. Ma'am, I don't know who raised you, but my mamas and aunties ain't do this in front of us. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, who raised you? Magic City dancers? And then the woman in the shade room with the most likes. I mean, people really loved her comment. It's the self-proclaimed Jamaican Nicki Minaj. Y'all remember her. She want to be Nicki Minaj so bad. She said her biggest song is a twerk song. These kids twerk on TikTok. Her booty don't touch nobody. And lastly, these kids growner than us. You know what's sad? It's that thousands of people like this comment. And she really thought this made sense. Well, ma'am, why are they like that? They're like that because of adults like you. People like you made them that way. You know, I'm just really sick of these untalented thought pocket Magic City rappers. They have no talent. All they do is keep remaking classic songs from the 90s and early 2000s, messing up these hits from back in the day. They put on these Magic City uniforms and start popping their thought pockets all over the place, and then they call that rapping and think they're talented. Erica is no different from Suki Hana, no different from the Jamaican Nicki Minaj. All of these women are clones. You just name them, they're all the same. All I gotta say is for the people who agree with this, keep that same energy when they have Lil Nas X popping his Bop Tart in front of your boys. Or when they release a Pied Piper and send them to your door to school. I don't wanna hear about surviving nothing. Because y'all grown folks don't care about these kids. That's why they get violated every day. They set them up and they really don't care. And I'm telling you, if I was able to make the law, none of this will be happening. None of it. Anybody participating in inappropriate behavior, especially against kids, will be taken out on the courtyard in front of the whole community. And the people who condone it or allowed it to happen, they'll be placed in the bullpit right along with them. All of them. I mean, all of this mess that's going on, we wouldn't have it happening anymore. We could clear this up in a couple of years because everybody would straighten up, especially after you take out 3 to 4 million of 300 million. Yeah, get these degenerates out of here. I'm talking no nonsense and send the rest to hell to live where they belong. We will hardly have anybody in prison because everybody will govern themselves accordingly. Sorry, this is just way out of order. The whole community is out of order. We need to get some straightening going on. The whole United States, everybody. Click the link below to check out the video for yourself and then tell me what you think. Do you agree with T.I. or do you think that she's out of order? Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below. Shout out to Ricardo L, my sister Keita G, as well as Dark Power. I appreciate all of you for your support. Want to see more content like this? You can support the channel too. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.